Let's make it a good day.
Today on The Jason Show, this looks amazing. Your first look at the Whitney Houston biopic, I Want to Dance with Somebody. Then, for the first time on our show, John Hamm will join us live to talk about his new movie, a reboot of the Chevy Chase classic, Fletch. And we are switching things up this season. Producer Ted is heading to our annual trip to the North Oaks rummage sale. What did he find? You'll find out because The Jason Show starts right now. Here we go.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah.
Good morning, everybody. Welcome to The Jason Show. Hi, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm Jace. Hello. Minnesota, Wisconsin, Iowa, Washington, Oregon, Illinois. We have a great audience today. Ending the week with a big smile. Well, please welcome, keep the love going from a good friend. Say hello to Kendall Mark, everybody.
Hello. Hi.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing well. I'm breathing normally after sprinting barefoot through the newsroom.
Why did you run through the newsroom?
Well, I left my mug there, and what would I do without it?
Yeah, you need your coffee to
I
get
need
you
it.
through the program.
Through the hour of chaos.
You look lovely today. I love
Thank
you
you.
match the set again. We
Thank
always
you.
love when that happens. That's right.
Delilah. It's your favorite.
That's right. I'm in a good mood today. I'm getting ready. I said, and I know this happens to you. You plan things, and you don't realize when you're stacking the plans that there's one on top of another. And I was realizing that the month of September we have something every single weekend.
Ooh.
And this week, last weekend I did my little family reunion. I told you about that. My Aunt Shar and my mom surprised me in the audience earlier this week. And this weekend, I've referenced them before. Some of them have been on my show. I'm a lucky guy in so many ways, and one of the ways I'm lucky is I have friends, a group of friends that I've had for 35 years, and those are my high school four. And I'm reuniting with the girls this weekend in Indianapolis. I'm getting together with three of them, and to have friends. The one, Angela, I've met in 1986. You weren't even. I'm not making an age joke, but you had not been born yet, and my husband had not been born yet. So yeah, that's how long I've known them, and. I'm just real lucky, and I'm going to try not to cry because they mean, those are the friends. They know you every which way, north, south, east, and west, and they're the friends where no matter what happens, if I called them, they would be on a plane, and vice versa. Speaking of planes, thank you. Somebody obviously listened to the radio show because they're giggling already. When you're flying to a city like Indianapolis, that's not a big city like New York or Miami. Sometimes you get smaller planes. Okay. And I'm not the world's best flyer. And we were driving to Chicago last week, and Colin, who books most of the travel for us, he looked at me and goes, babe, I got to tell you, you're on a really small plane when you're flying.
Like how small?
And I'm like, how small?
Yeah.
It's like a Pontiac Grand Prix with wings. I mean, it's like there's like maybe 15 rows. And it's like 2 and 2. Don't even know if there's a beverage cart.
Wait.
You know what I mean? I don't know.
Is there first class?
First class means you're co-pilot. I mean, that's the first. You're sitting next to the pilot. That's
How
what
will
it
you
is.
survive?
I don't know. I don't know.
Mortals.
I'm like in row 6.
Ah!
And no, well, there's only 7 rows on this plane. You know what I mean?
By the bathroom.
No, I don't even care about that. I just. Again, I don't even know if the plane has wings. It's very small. It's very, very small.
I don't mean to freak you out, but you do know that whenever you hear about plane crashes, it's usually the small ones.
Now, why would she say that to me?
I'm just facts.
Why would you? Now all I'm hearing are Patsy Cline songs in my head. I mean,
I'm sure it'll be fine. Just make sure there's, a pilot and stuff. You know, just make sure that there's a pilot in the plane.
Just so you know, in my life insurance policy, the show goes to Jeff. You know what I mean? It doesn't go to you in case of my death. Just
Eric,
FYI.
you were supposed to tell me about that.
You're like Prince Harry. You're third in line. Yeah.
I have to take care of two people. Okay.
No,
noted.
you're second in line. You're
Thanks,
second in line.
thanks.
You're one of the kids. What's the kid's name that's before Harry? It's one of Prince
the little
William's
one.
kids. George.
George.
You're Prince George.
I'm George.
Yeah.
Thank God.
You're second in line for the throne.
Can't I be Charlotte?
You can be Charlotte.
Thank you.
You can't. Okay, let's see who's Eric. Let's take a shot of the audience. Who is in our Oprah chairs this morning? There's our front row ladies right there in our Oprah Winfrey Show chairs. They're very lucky. Whoever sits in those chairs after the show, they get to go up to our boss's office and rummage through her purse. Yeah, it's fantastic.
There's mints in there.
There's good money in there. Let's get started, everybody. It's time for the hot dish. Roll it, Leo.
What in the tarnation?
A very nice lady gave me this vintage Disneyland spoon/back scratcher.
Is that a back scratcher?
I'm using it as a spoon, but just, you know, if you get a little, there we go, Kendall. There we go. Let's get started. Oh, you're all going to love this. Come back to the TV. This is good because you know we like a good trailer. We're getting our first look at the Whitney Houston biopic. Naomi Ackie. You'll know when you see her, like, oh, I've seen her in a few things. She plays Whitney. I'm just going to shut my mouth. You don't need me to say anything else because look at this.
Special guest in the audience tonight, legendary record executive, Mr. Clive Davis.
My voice is gone. What? You start the show tonight. No talking back. I'm your mother.
There's a boy I know. He's the one I dream of.
What's your name again?
Whitney Elizabeth Houston.
Wake up!
It's on. It's on. Listen.
How will I know if he really loves me?
My dream. Sing what I want to sing. Be how I want to be.
I say a prayer with every heartbeat.
Reach as big an audience as I can.
How will I know?
Common criticism of you, your music isn't black enough.
Look, I don't know how to sing black, and I don't know how to sing white either. I know how to sing.
I like this new version of I Want to Dance with Somebody Too. The beat, the drums are a little different. Anyway, if you can't recognize him, Stanley Tucci plays Clive Davis. Yeah. And friend of the show, Tamara Tooney, plays Whitney's mom. I Want to Dance with Somebody hits theaters in December. We were having our pre-show meeting, and we all agreed that I like who plays Whitney. I like that they're using Whitney's music. I don't love the title seems a little bit like a Lifetime movie to me. I wish there was I wish it was just called Whitney. You know what I mean? A little.
That's all it needs.
It's just a little cheesy. It's from the writer of Bohemian Rhapsody, so they know what they're doing. The other thing that kind of scares me is, you know, I always say you shouldn't be in charge of your own biopic because, you know, you're going to put the best foot forward. Her aunt and a lot of her family are producers on this, so I hope they give us, you know, an unvarnished look. You know, I don't want scandalous stuff, but I hope they don't try to cherry pick only the best stuff. I want to see a full picture of who she was, you know?
I really like that the music is Whitney. It's not someone else singing it because you can't replicate Whitney. You just can't. Nobody can do it. People have tried. You can't do it.
You can't do it. It's still anybody that's my age, everybody will. It's still weird for me to think about that. She's the. You have to refer to her in the past tense. I still can't believe she's gone. Next in the dish, Rosie O'Donnell was on with Andy Cohen last night, and Andy asked her about a certain relationship, one with Ellen. I was like, wow, we never see them together, like even as friends. Listen to this.
But why were you never a guest on Ellen's show during its 20-year run? Were you really never?
Never.
Did they not ask?
No.
Really?
No, like we had a little bit of a weird thing, and after my show went off the air and hers was coming on the air, Larry King was on with Ellen, and he said, "Whatever happened to Rosie O'Donnell? Her show went down the tubes. She came out as a lesbian and disappeared." And Ellen said, and I'm quoting, "I don't know, Rosie. We're not friends." And I was in bed with Kelly, and I went, did I just hear that? Or was that like a hallucination auditory voice in my... No, and that's what happened. And it hurt my feelings like a baby, and I never really got over it. And so...
But they also never asked you to come on.
Well, no. They asked me once at the end, towards the end. I was going to go on for Smilf, but I wanted to bring someone with me because I thought it might be a little less awkward.
Right.
And they didn't want to do that. And so we just, you know, I wish her all good things in her life and that she should be well. So there you go. But I never did it. I never did it.
I thought...
That's what you, But that's what you always say, and I've said it too, when you're trying, you hold back, you go, I wish them the best. Da-da-da. I'm not going to say anything else. I wish them the best.
It's a good conversation over.
That means, okay, we don't get along. I have stuff that I would tell you if I was drunk in a bar, but I'm not.
Right. Pinebrook.
I don't have anybody like that in my life.
No, he doesn't.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to the show. We have Jon Hamm coming up in a little bit. Ted's headed to a rummage sale. And you don't know, I usually go to this rummage sale, the North Oaks rummage sale. It's the biggest garage sale of the year in Minnesota. I couldn't go. We had a big old meeting. So Ted went, and let's just say it was Harry Carey. So you'll see that a little bit later. Eric, can we get Leo, can we take a shot of, we have a very interesting second row there. This is the Wine League, everybody. That's right. And Kendall and I have only one question. How do we sign up? That's right. Is it free? Yeah. It's free. And it was in the break, the leader, the Grand Poobah, she said, she goes, we don't read. We meet and we drink wine. That's it. That's
else.
all you do. There's no, you don't have to do activities, no scavenger hunts.
No knitting.
No knitting, right? You don't knit, do you? It's just drinking. Well, get the wine ready because you're going to love our next guest. He became a household name thanks to the show Mad Men, but now Jon Hamm has a new movie out based on a novel. Here's a clip from Confess, Fletch.
But Owen is divorced?
Not officially.
Okay.
His ex, Tatiana, she's making it complicated. I don't want to say anything bad about Tatiana, but she's a detestable person. She calls herself a lifestyle curator, a thought leader. What is that?
Not familiar with it.
Owen financed her company. Now she wants to cut him out, and she wants full custody of their child.
Huh.
Owen is a good dad. Tatiana really sucks. Oh.
Yeah, you got it. You got it right in the thing there. Oops.
Confess, Fletch hits select theaters today, and good news, Showtime next month. Audience, give it up for the one, the only, Jon Hamm.
Hello, Minnie. How you doing? I've heard a Minnesota nice, but a Minnesota applause is delightful.
John, I think they like you.
I'll take it. Thank you.
What was it about this? And I know this seems like a pretty typical question, but what was it about this particular script, you know, whether you're reading it on a plane or on vacation, what popped out at you about this one?
Well, you know, it's funny. I was involved from the beginning on this one, and it was a very exciting process. Obviously, people are very familiar with the Chevy version of the film, but we had an opportunity with this to really go back to the original novel and kind of make our own version. That's a tremendous opportunity. I got to work with some of my favorite people on the planet, John Slattery, Greg Mottola, Marcia Gay Harden, Kyle MacLachlan. The list goes on, and really put our own stamp on this, you know, this wonderful character that Chevy made so iconic in his own way, to put our own stamp on it. You know, we got to do basically a cover song, and hopefully, if it's successful, there's 10 other books that Gregory MacDonald wrote in the 70s and 80s, so we'll get a chance to keep doing it.
I like that, John. I like that, a cover song. That's a good. I like that reference. What for the youngins of the audience, John? I mean, I grew up with Chevy. I know Fletch. Fletch lives. I was a huge fan. Tell the folks, who is Fletch when we pick him up here?
So the part of the reason we chose Confess Fletch as the place to pick this up is that he's an investigative reporter who's coming out of retirement. So we use that kind of as the springboard to make people understand that's why he is a different human being and in a different tone. And we pick it up in Rome, actually. So he's been in retirement in Rome, in Italy, and kind of living his life. He is a man who kind of glides through life and enjoys the experiences that he has, and has a unique ability to talk his way into trouble and talk his way back out of trouble. And that's where we get into the fun interactions, and we see the scene with Annie Mumolo that you showed, of him trying to find information, and of course chaos erupting all around him.
I love,
you know, he might not be the smartest person in the room, but he certainly thinks he is.
John, I'm glad you mentioned Annie. We were watching that clip there before we came to you. I love her so much because Barb and Star is one of my favorite movies.
So good.
Please tell me she is as delightful as I want her to be.
She sure is. You know, I first met Annie when on Bridesmaids. She was one of the co-writers with Kristen of Bridesmaids, and I like you, absolutely love Barb and Star Go to Vista Del Mar. I really hope they get to make another one of those too. I could watch those two eat soup. You know, it's just they're the nicest folks. You know, Barb and Star eat soup, eat hot dog soup.
No, John.
So maybe that'll be the sequel.
I said I would like to see them on a gay cruise, and they don't realize it's a gay cruise. I think that would be hysterical. Yeah. Anyway,
I'll pitch it. I'll pitch it to her.
Please. But that leads me to my last question. You're so damn funny. I'm glad you mentioned Bridesmaids. You know, a lot of people obviously knew you, know you, fell in love with you with Mad Men. Do you love comedy better, John?
You know, I won't say which one I like better. I'm really lucky in that I have credibility kind of on both sides of the aisle. And I get a chance to do what I get to do. And, you know, I'm lucky. I wake up every morning realizing how fortunate I am. And when you get to do what you love for your work, it doesn't seem like work. It seems more like fun. And that's part. I have fun doing the comedy side of it, and I have fun doing the dramatic side as well. So I'll just you know, if I don't let them catch me, hopefully I'll get to do it even more. So I'm excited to hopefully get to do more of the Fletch books.
We can't wait. John, thank you so much, my friend. Continued success. Confess Fletch. Try to say that 50 times. Hit select theaters today and Showtime next month. Give it up for John Hamm, everyone. Thank you, John.
Thanks, Jason. Thanks, Minnie.
Thank you, buddy. I'm not kidding. I want somebody to pitch that to Kristen Wiig. And I think it would be, because if you don't know Barb and Star, they're a little naive, and I think it would be hysterical. They think gay means happy. You know what I mean? And they go on this cruise, and it's like, you know, it's like, holy crap.
And they wear their culottes.
Yeah, they're little culottes. They get on this cruise, and it's like, oh my God, they're lesbians. You know what I mean?
Yes.
It'd be hysterical.
Yes.
Look at all the lesbians at the buffet. You know, it'd be.
You heard it here.
That's right.
It'd be great.
Next to the dish. Illusionist David Blaine was on with Jimmy Fallon last night. If you guys don't know, he has a Vegas residency coming up in a couple of weeks, and he performed a trick for the entire audience. You got to see this. That is our Late Night Rewind.
Is everybody holding the deck face down? Okay, I want everybody to just pick up a bunch of cards, and everybody show the card that you cut to. So turn it over. Yeah, turn over. Great. Did you all do that, just like Jimmy? Leave that pile face up and put it on top of the pile in your hand, just like that. So spread through the face-up cards to the last face-up card. Go ahead, spread through. and you'll see they're all different until you see the first face down card, just like Jimmy, and put the face up pile on the bottom now. Everybody put them on the bottom. Yeah, just like that. Perfect. And watch they don't spill. They're a little slippery. Jimmy, what was the card you thought of?
5 of hearts.
But wait. Hold on. But before Jimmy did this, you all cut the cards and you all took a card at random. Think you cut, then you thought of another, then you hid the card. And can you all pull your card out together? And can we see what card you all have?
How did he do that? I don't know. We don't have time to figure it out.
It's
magic, girl. It's magic.
So cool. When you're part of the bit, you almost don't want to ruin it and be like, oh gosh, what if this isn't what it's supposed to be? Oh, it's so cool.
Here's a little bit of honesty. When we've had illusionists on the show, and Kendall knows, the next time we have one on, just know in my head, I get anxiety, not for me, not for Kendall. I get anxiety for the person because I'm thinking, oh God, if it doesn't work out, it's going to be embarrassing for him or her.
If I say 5 of hearts and it's the Queen of Spades, like, oh, that's embarrassing.
Or like if they try to saw Kendall in half and she doesn't get cut in half. You know what I mean? It's like
that was painful. I'm still recovering.
Yeah. Next on the dish, Amazon kicked off its 10-year contract for Thursday Night Football. That's about as manly as I get. What? Why are you laughing? That was manly, wasn't it?
Thursday Night Football! I can't.
They began. Don't y'all spit when you watch the sports? Anyway, so they began the broadcast. You know me. Ted made me so happy. I'm like, Ted, you do listen to me. I love a good opening title sequence. I love a good opening credits. I guess they have a good one. I haven't seen this yet. Let's look at it.
And the party has started at Arrowhead Stadium. The Kansas City Chiefs! Feels like the best. As Mahomes sprinting to the near pylon, reaches out, touchdown! Justin Herbert is in attack mode. Feels like the best. Look at that! Into the end zone. It's all about tonight. I have waited a lifetime. Spend my time so foolish. He's at the 25-30.
That's cool. I enjoy that. So here's the 411. They're going to air 15, Amazon will, 15 Thursday night games per year. How much does that cost, Jeff Bezos? $1.3 billion per season.
Ow.
You know what makes me happy about that? Because I'm not going to sit here and pretend like I'm going to watch that crap. But what I love is I have mad respect for old school broadcasters and Al Michaels.
Yes.
I love Al, and I don't like the way allegedly that NBC treated him. They kind of pushed him out in favor of like the younger guys. That, you know what? Al is better than 95% of the broadcasters out there. And just because he's reached a certain age, his tenor, his voice is still good. Shame on you, NBC. And way to go, Amazon. Yes. Way to go, Amazon. Al's the best. We're gonna take a break. We have so much ahead. So go get another cup of coffee. I'll be right back. Back in a moment. Coming up, dear friends. Now, usually I'm the one to head annually to the North Oaks rummage sale. This year, we're sending producer Ted. Wait till you see his rummage sale adventure. Then, she's my backup plan for retirement. Our buddy Michaela Holmgren is back to tell us about her latest project. That and more when we come back. Welcome back. Full house today. Thank you. Welcome back to the show, friends. The rummage sale of all rummage sales is being held this weekend. Mom, if you're watching, you should take Aunt Shar. Anyway, of course, I'm talking about the North Oaks rummage sale. We've been doing this for, well, as long as the show's been on, so we're season 8. This year, though, I couldn't go. I had a meeting with the president. Yeah. Marion Mim Davey Kessler. There we go. So we sent producer Ted to see what he can find. Let's look at this.
And action. All right, we are at the North Oaks rummage sale. Jason, he was just too busy this year. So they sent me, and he said it places really big, and I gotta tell you, this is a little overwhelming, so I'm gonna need some help. Now, some people may be making fun of me because I'm a bachelor who only has 4 shirts. Be that as it may, we need some help, so we have Becky. Becky, what are you gonna put me in today?
I'm thinking fall. Fall is coming.
Sure.
We've got a white shirt, a classic.
Huh?
We've got a wonderful lightweight wool sweater vest.
Oh.
We've got an Irish wool scarf and a classic, a Burberry coat. This will take you across seasons too because it has a removable wool liner. Should we try it out and see how you look?
Listen to your
This outfit kind of gets me in that bachelor mood. Would you like this rose, and then we can go in the hot tub?
Well, Ted, I'm sorry. You look good, but not that good.
So it looks like this outfit, maybe it's not a winner for me, but we've got a few ideas that we think will be quite the hit. Are you ready for a Ted fashion show? Ladies, are you ready for the gun show? Are you ready to find Waldo?
I'm sexy.
Looks like I found Waldo.
So what other things can people find here at the rummage sale?
Well, this side we have linens, this side we have home decor, anything you could want, statues, vases, dishes.
What about for my home? Because I need some items for the shelves.
Well, you look like an intellectual guy.
Sure.
So we've got this book.
Oh, M. Like Ted.
Ted, sounds like you need more things for your apartment. This is what every young bachelor needs, a gong.
Well, funny you say that, because I just so happen to bring my gong stick.
Perfect.
The people here have been treating me so well that I figured I would treat them to something. A song. The hills are alive with the sound of music.
We have jewelry, we've got acres and acres of women's clothing, toys and games for the whole family.
Wow, a lot of things. Oh, look at this. A Dallas board game. If someone were to buy this for a low price, could I sell it to a super fan for a really, really high price?
Oh, Ted.
Keep pushing them. Actually, you can hand them out. Yeah, go ahead and hand out the panties.
Oh, I like that.
Cover stripes.
Okay. 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 A couple of things. First, I'm sorry. Number two, I'm never going back to that again. It will be Ted from now on. Number three, I'm sorry. Number four, photographer Eric, way to go on that one. Yeah. And number five, Ted in a tank top. Wow. Wow. I might be straight now. I might be now. The North Oaks rummage sale kicks off tomorrow morning at 7 a.m. It's at the Shoreview Ice Arena. All proceeds go to support the Children's Minnesota. Last year, listen to this, they raised more than $200,000. Now, we got to go, but if you are going, I've learned this over the years, you got to get there early. The line gets very, very long. Very long. So thanks, ladies. Again, I'm sorry. We're going to take a break. We'll be back after this. Back in a moment. Oh, God.
Let's make it a good day. We do it our own way. Let's make it a good day. Oh, no matter what they say. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Our friends at Yam House. Go get their music wherever music is sold. Sam Goody, Record Town. Welcome back. It's time to meet our last JVIP of the week. Today it's Veronica Beach. What a great name. That sounds like a show like Ally McBeal. Like,
It does.
Next week on Veronica Beach. Anyway, she says she loves it. I'm not afraid to show sensitivity and fun ways of being different. That's a way to put it. That's right. Veronica, I love you. Look how pretty she is. We're sending Veronica a Jason Show mug, our new ones for this season. Plus, she's entered to win the monthly grand prize that includes coming to the studio to watch our show, a $150 accessories gift card from our friends at Becker Furniture World, and a $200 gift card from our friends and family at Wood House Spa. Thanks to her. That's right. Well, next up, you never know what will happen when we welcome our studio audience to the show every day. I say this all the time. Sometimes they bring funny gifts, like, again, this little Mickey here. Well, yesterday, an audience member named Kathy Anderson said, hey, Jason, I do a Q&A with them after the show. She goes, hi, I'm Kathy, and I have something to show you, to give you today. So here it is. Let's get a shot, Leo. It is a flyer from the old Dayton's department store. Now, if you're watching us from everywhere, Dayton's was like a legendary department store here. Every major city had their like Chicago had Marshall Field's. The chain only had 6 stores at this time. We think this is, what did you say, Jeff, like late 60s, early 70s? So the Jason Show research team thinks that the flyer is probably from that era. And again, if you're not from Minnesota, Dayton's was an iconic department store. Later, as I said, bought by Marshall Field's, Target, then Macy's. Then it became Macy's. When I moved here, it was Dayton's, then Marshall Field's, and anyway. The company created Target Corporation, if you don't know. So Kendall and I wanted to check out some of the things that were sold. We were flipping through this yesterday going, this is going to make a great segment, that were sold at Dayton's way back in the day. So come back to the TV. Let's look at this. First up, groceries.
At the department store.
That's right. They had a ham for sale, people. Also appliances. Dayton sold refrigerator freezers for only a few $100. They also sold furniture, from sofas and end tables, even outdoor items like garage door openers and lawnmowers. And look, wigs! Girl, that is gorgeous. And staying with hair, your own personal hair dryer. That's right. Look at the refrigerator too. Now, let's get to the men. Oh, that's a good price. Oh, look at the camera. Yeah, blank
79
cassette
cents.
tapes and cameras. That's right.
Oh, cool.
Oh, look at that! Look at that cassette for 79. My grandma had that camera. Didn't everybody's camera have? Everybody's grandma have that camera.
Yes, yes.
You have to, and that flash would go off, and it looked like a nuclear reactor. You know what I mean?
I'm blind.
I was always afraid as a kid that that thing would explode on my grandma. My grandma made's like, everybody pose.
Legit fear.
It would just, yeah.
Bye, Grandma.
They look like really freaky ice cubes. You're a little young. That was probably before your era, that flash. Do you remember those?
My grandma had an older camera, and it was intense. I remember that being like, Grandma, are you there?
Yeah.
Keep your eyes open.
And it was funny, when I was flipping through this with the audience yesterday, every time I would open it up, I would get the bra section. You know what I mean? Every single time. Yeah.
They do sell bras at department stores.
Yeah, I think that was it. I think that's the last one that we have. Yeah, so thank you to Kathy. That was so sweet of you. We'll be right back, everybody, back after these words. Stay with us. You guys know one of our next guests. She's ready to take over my show when I retire. Remember, that's why I said at the beginning that Kendall is Prince George. Yeah, she's third in line. But until then, she's getting ready for her upcoming fashion show. Give it up for one of my favorites, Michaela Holmgren, and Miss Minnesota Teen USA, Ava Ernst. Hello, ladies. Michaela, I'm going to start with you. Are you ready to take over the show? I'm ready to retire.
Very funny, Jason.
I'm not kidding. Where are you? You should be sitting here. You can take over the show right now, Michaela. Okay, tell me, Michaela. Tell me about this fashion show. What are you doing with this fashion show, Michaela?
Oh, so it's Dream Big Without Limits. I held my own fashion show each year, and I really enjoyed it. So every model, we have the model together, and so you do Miss USA or the other one. So it's really fun to be a part of, and it's all about inclusion, and it's bringing a lot of people with it. It's held in a loft in Stillwater. So grab your tickets as possible, and it's be the more inclusion role to us.
I love that. Ava, talk to me about how are you involved in all this?
Yeah, so this is actually my second year attending Michaela's fashion show. Last year it was fabulous, but I know this year is going to be even bigger and better. And the Miss USA organization, which I'm a part of as Miss Minnesota Teen USA, we actually have a long-term partnership with Best Buddies. So I absolutely love working with the organization. I've made so many friends through it, like my friend Elizabeth. I met her last year. I was partnered with her as a model, and we talk every single day. It is so much fun. And of course, I have great friends like Michaela too, who has many talents, including her dancing that she does there, her modeling, and I guess now taking over the Jason show.
Ava, let me say this, and this is a compliment. I wish we could bottle your enthusiasm because we could solve the energy crisis. Yeah. Yeah, let me tell you, you exuded more energy than I've given in 8 seasons on the show.
Oh my gosh, thanks. It's due to a lot of Diet Coke.
Mine's due to Kettle One, so, it's fine, yeah. Ava, Ava, talk to, I know, and the regular audience here at the Jason Show knows, but how special is that young lady sitting next to you?
Oh my goodness, I could go on and on about Michaela. She is such an incredible person and role model for everyone. She was actually the first woman with Down syndrome to compete in any Miss USA state pageant, and I'm so proud of all the things she has done.
Ava, we just got word from our engineers. You're giving off so much energy, you shut down our station. We're no longer on the air. I love it. Michaela, so Michaela, you're doing the fashion show. What else? Are you working on anything else, Michaela? Anything else coming up, sweetie?
This is my last year doing Miss Minnesota USA pageant, and I'm writing it again, and I'm so happy that I have friends I made, and this is so enjoyed.
Michaela, I'm digging your hair, by the way. I've seen you in every hairstyle. I love your hair. You look beautiful.
Thanks, Jason.
Get that, because you got to, Michaela, if you're going to take over the show, you got to have good hair. You got to, you got to have good hair. Ava, what's your, I know it works for most pageants. Do you have a charity that you're aligned with? Ava, I know most, like Miss Minnesota. What charity are you aligned with?
Yeah, so of course I do a lot of work with Best Buddies, but also kind of adding on to that, I also do work with Pacers National Bullying Prevention Center as I'm on their youth advisory board. I help them plan things like Unity Day or the Run Walk Roll, which all promotes anti-bullying and inclusion. So I've absolutely loved working with them this year. I'm meeting with their president coming up, so that's exciting. But of course, Best Buddies is one of my faves too.
Oh God, I was a little sleepy today. I really was. But you two, I am between the wine ladies and you. This is fantastic. Michaela, I will look for you soon to be sitting right here. Good luck on the fashion show, okay?
Yes, thank you, Jason.
Tell your mom I said hi, okay?
My mom always says hi.
Ava, thank you so much. Continued success. Dreaming Big Without Limits is Tuesday at the Loft in Stillwater. For tickets, go to Michaela right there, michaelaholmgren.com. I love her. Oh, God, I wish I had that much. I didn't have that much enthusiasm when I was her age. And I love the Crystal Carrington sleeves. Those are back, Those are great, girl. Anyway, Kendall, get that dress. I want that. Anyway, we'll be right back. Back in a moment. Stay with us. She was great. Welcome back. Did you ever have that much energy? No, okay, I know you did. It's time for the world's shortest segment. It's your chance to get some official Jason Show merch. Our swag shop is now open for business, offering up mugs, t-shirts, water bottles, and more. If you aim your camera at the QR code right now on your screen, it'll take you right to the shop. We've also posted links on our Jason Show Facebook and Instagram pages. And keep an eye, we're going to keep adding stuff to the shop as the seasons change, so you never know what you're going to find. We're going to take a break. We'll be back to wrap things up right after this. Were you ever that entertainment? Welcome back. Our last few minutes with you. We say it all the time. The whole team, we're always appreciative of the audiences that come and they get dressed up. They bring their wine club and they come visit us. So we always like to chat with folks and say hi. And so, are you the leader of the wine club?
Kind of.
Kind of.
Yeah.
And tell them quickly, how did this start again?
Just a bunch of moms getting together, wanting to meet each other, and we started with 6 and we're at 32.
There's 32 of you?
COVID put a dent in it. We had to
like a lot of things, yeah.
We had to slow down, but we do a crawfish boil in the spring, and we do a Christmas party.
Oh, y'all have like actual organized activities.
And the Christmas party is really fun because we pick an adjective and a color, and then you have to bring a gift. So the first year was fuzzy and orange. Well, guess what everybody brought?
What did they bring?
Fuzzy navel drink mix.
I love you guys.
Yes, you can come.
I was just gonna say, can we invite ourselves?
Yep, you can come.
Okay.
The only trick is it's in the neighborhood because we want you to be able to walk home.
Oh, well then, can I spend the night at one of your houses?
Yeah, you can stay.
Kendall, do you want to crash with one of theirs?
Yeah, we'll bring our pajamas.
Yeah.
Yep.
And
then in the morning, you can just quietly sneak out.
No, I'll make biscuits for y'all. I'll make breakfast for you.
Yeah.
I'm a really good house guest. Are you a good house guest?
I'll sneak out. We're good. I'll Irish goodbye. Just be like, thanks, that was fun.
You're gonna sneak out?
Yeah, out the window, just like, bye guys, it was fun. Just kidding.
No, don't go out the window.
I don't know.
You don't want my breakfast? I'm gonna make you breakfast.
It's like an 80s movie. Just like roll out the window.
Okay. Monday on the show, we're chatting live with Jennifer Hudson about her new daytime talk show. That and more coming up on Monday. But right now, that's going to do it for us. If you're watching and you're a kid that's being bullied, you go out there and be yourself, because nobody can tell you you're doing it wrong. Right, Kendall?
Right.
We'll see you Monday. Thanks for watching, everybody. Have a great weekend. Bye, Ann Char. Bye, Uncle Stan. Love you.